You know when a guy says, let's just see how it goes. Auntie, don't see how it goes. That is calm. When a guy says, let's see how it goes, like, let's just see, like, time will tell. Auntie, don't let time tell this one. Like, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Uptight Goddess, and I'm sure you can tell from the title of this video that I will be talking about 10 signs that is not ready for marriage. Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting. You need to carry a chair, get popcorn, get a bottle of Coke because this video will be very, very hot. First sign that is not ready for marriage. So if he has not asked you out officially, yes, I'm sure you guys are very familiar with this. So I would really be talking from experience, yeah, from my own little experience about dating and of course about marriage. So if a guy he's been around you for a while, like he's been calling, texting, you guys have been hanging out, and he has not really like asked you out officially, like saying, oh, will you be my girlfriend, can we be in a relationship together? Sister, that is a very, very bad omen that is trying to play games with you. So there are times that guys will be kind of funny. A particular guy can be around you, calling you, occupying your space, like he's all around you guys go out together, people already know you guys together as a couple, yet he hasn't asked you out officially. So that is like the number one sign of irresponsibility. Like if a guy is not ready to be committed to you, that is a very good sign that is obviously not ready to be in a relationship with you, and of course not ready to probably marry you, but he wants your attention, he wants your time, he wants you, he wants to just hang around you. And then the annoying thing about this kind of situation is that other prospects would actually think you're in a relationship. So there's a way my pastor says it. It says, oh, the guy is not showing red light, he's not showing green light, he's showing amber light. Like he's not leaving you, yet it's not going away. It's just like in your life, occupying space. So ladies, if a guy is around you or he's been around you for a while, you guys are still hanging out, you're talking regularly, you're seeing from time to time, and he has not yet asked you to be his girlfriend or to be in a committed relationship with you, ladies, that's a bad sign. Let him go. Yeah, you heard me right. Let him go. Second sign that is not ready for marriage or is not ready to be committed to you, yeah, to you, is if the relationship is not defined. So now he's probably asked you to be his girlfriend, you guys are like dating already, you're in a relationship, but the relationship is not defined. You guys know that kind of a relationship, like you're in a relationship but you're not in a relationship. Like you're asking the guy, what's your plan for the next 5 years? Of course, if I'm asking a guy of his plans for the next 5 years, like a guy I'm in a relationship with, I expect him to include marriage in his plans for the next 5 years. Like if we're like in a serious relationship. So if you're asking a guy his long-term goals and then, or even his short-term goals, and he's not including marriage in the short-term goals, like that is a sign. If he's not like the relationship isn't really like defined. When a guy says, let's just see how it goes, auntie, don't see how it goes. So that is calm. When a guy says, let's see how it goes, like let's just see, like time will tell. Auntie, don't let time tell this one. Like it's a very, very, very bad sign. If a guy is like, it's just like leading you on, you're in a relationship, fine, he has asked you out, but uncle is saying that let's see how it goes, like I want to be sure. So for how long will it take you to be sure? Really, how long will it take you to be sure? So really, I think as women we should just be careful of, we should beware of men like this. And then if you're in a relationship and the guy is not like defining the relationship, is the relationship leading into marriage? Like it's not just about dating and seeing each other. There should be a focus. Like the relationship should have a goal, like a vision and mission. I believe that any lady who is of a marriageable age should have that at the back of her mind. Any relationship you're going into, there should be a vision, there should be a mission for the relationship. So you guys know that you're working towards getting married at so and so time. If it's in the next 2 years or the next 5 years, that is up to you anyways to decide, but it should be defined. Like you guys should know that you're in a relationship, you're only getting to know each other, but you plan to get married in the nearest future, and then that nearest future too should be stated. Not like we are getting married very soon. Very soon is relative. Very soon can be next 10 years, it can be next 5 years, it can even be next 3 months. So a relationship should really be defined. An undefined relationship is no relationship at all, to be truthful. The third one is, oh gosh, I'm about to burst your bubbles now. The third point, if his friends are unserious or irresponsible. And see, there's a huge possibility that he is also unserious and irresponsible, but covering up for his unseriousness. Yes, that's the way to put it. So, if he's like the only good guy amongst his friends, like all his friends are like the bad boys, like his friends have several girls, they're not like in stable relationships, they're not like committed to a particular woman. If they're like that, or if they're just generally unserious, they're not like productive people, they are not purpose driven people. I'm talking about his friends now. Like they're not purpose driven, like they're not like working towards getting better. That's a bad sign. So if your boyfriend, yeah, your boyfriend is the most serious person or the most productive person amongst his peers, that's a bad sign, because it's either is pretending to be serious or he's actually serious, but over time his friends will rub off on him. So he's serious now, but his friends are irresponsible and unserious. There's a very huge possibility that over time his friends' behavior would rub off on him and they would kind of influence him, and then he would become unserious like them. Of course, you know this quote that says that birds of the same feather flock together, something like that. So it's the same in this case. Like, how will he be the only serious person or the only productive and responsible person amongst like 5 other people? Just look at it. It's either he's pretending or he's actually serious, he's actually responsible. But your friends will always rub off on you. You would end up becoming like your friends. It's just common sense. You should know that. Yeah. So, fourth point, if he's collecting money from you, yes, he's collecting money from you and he's not reciprocating that same gesture. Like, he's only saying, "Oh, babe, you know this kind of guy." He's like, babe, can you like quickly send 20K to me? Can you quickly do a transfer of 10K? I'm like stranded at the moment. Oh, my mobile app is not working at the moment. Oh, I've been at the ATM and I can't really I'm unable to or the ATM is not dispensing money. I'm unable to get cash and I need to send so and so person like 5K. Can you please do a transfer on my behalf? He's always doing that, but he won't refund you. He's not going to refund you, or he's not going. You know, some people are even so bad that they won't talk about it again. You know, it's even a different thing if he says, "Oh, babe, I know I'm owing you 5,000 naira or £10, as the case maybe, whatever the currency." But if he's like deliberate about it, he's saying, "Oh, I know I'm owing you a certain amount of money. By the end of the month, when I get paid, I would refund you, blah blah blah." And then he's apologizing for not, refunding you early enough. That's a different case, because of course we all can go broke. It's not a crime to be broke, and then it's actually not a crime to borrow money from whoever you're in a relationship with. But if he's consistently borrowing money from you, like, it's like his way of life, it's like his pattern. He already has a pattern of borrowing money from you every time. Even if he's refunding, like, he shouldn't be borrowing money from you every time. That should actually be like a sign that he's probably not being able to manage his resources, his funds properly, or probably he's overspending. Because if someone keeps let's even forget about a man and a woman dating each other. Let's even talk about platonic relationships now. Like, if I have a friend who keeps borrowing money from me every time, that's an indication that he or she cannot manage his or her finances. Like he's got issues with money. So, and then now we're now talking about, a man and a woman in a committed relationship. So he's not just borrowing money from me every time. He's also not refunding. That's a red flag. Like that should be like a no, no, no terrain for you. So if you have a guy in your life and you guys are like really dating, you're in a committed relationship, and he keeps borrowing money from you and he's not refunding, and then some people won't even talk about. So he's also not talking about it. That's a red flag. You need to flee. That's an appearance of evil. Yeah, flee. So the fifth point, if you have not met any of his family members, like how you be in a committed relationship with a guy, and he has not introduced you to the significant people in his life. So let's just say that he's not ready to like take you to his parents because he really wants to solidify the relationship with you. He wants to be sure you're the one he wants to get married to. Blah blah blah. We understand that, but at least he should be able to introduce you to his best friend. He should be able to introduce you to his siblings. Like if he doesn't want to start off with his parents, he can introduce you to his siblings. So you haven't met any of his friends, I mean his best friends, you've not met his siblings, and then you've not met his parents, and you've not met his mentor. Like those are the key people in a man's life. Like so if you've not met any of those people, ah and see, I think you're in a relationship all by yourself. I'm sorry, but it seems you're just dating yourself. Because if a man is not introducing you to key people in his life, he's obviously not committed to you. I'm sorry, but I just need to tell you, he's really not into you. He's not into you, yeah. Next point, if you're not his priority, that's a sign he's not ready to get married to you and he's not ready to be committed to you. Now, how would you know you're his priority? Like, whatever hurts you, hurts him. Whatever makes you cry, like, makes him cry. Whatever makes you feel bad, makes him feel bad. Like, whatever you want, he wants. Whatever you don't want, he doesn't want. I don't know how best to put this, but if you're his priority, you would know. See, as women, we have this gift of always knowing things even before others get to know. Like we have this intuition, so you'd always know if you're somebody's priority. Like it doesn't call you, it doesn't send you messages, it doesn't check up on you, it doesn't provide for your needs, it doesn't pray for you. Like you're just all by yourself. That is not a relationship. If you're not his priority, like if he doesn't put you above some other things in his life. I don't want this tug of war where they say, oh, wife and mother, that kind of fight. I don't want to bring it out there. So let's not go into that. But what I mean is it should be his number one priority after God. I'm sure you guys know what I mean by that. I don't want to start calling names of other people who are like important to him, but I'm just saying it should be his number one priority if he plans to get married to you. After God, you should be next in his life. Meaning that he should always look out for you. Like I can't even overemphasize this. If he's not looking out for you, like you're sick, he's not coming to, to take care of you when you're sick. I don't know how best I need to put this, but I'm just saying that that's a very bad sign. It's a red flag. It doesn't necessarily have to like know how to nurture or care like a woman will, but it should show that he really cares for you. It truly adores you, it cherishes you, and it truly loves you. Ladies, you know how you would know if you're the guy's priority. Really, you would always know. The next point is if he's the life of the party. You know those kind of guys that every party they must attend. It's a very bad sign, because I believe, this is my own opinion, because I just believe that it gets to a point in a man's life and a woman's life too that you just get over some things. Like you get over some things, you feel it's just like natural. There's an age you get to that some things do not matter anymore. So I'm not saying it is wrong to go to parties. I'm really not saying that. I'm just saying that it gets to a point that you do not attend parties as much as you used to do back then. It's just natural. You don't you're not forcing it to happen. Over time you just discover that you really don't have time to even, you don't even have the time. You're engrossed with work, you have a lot of goals you need to accomplish, you've got a lot of things on your desk that you can't even afford to be spending all night at parties. So if you're in a relationship with a guy and he's still like the life of the party, must attend all parties, blah blah blah. No, he's not serious. It's a sign of unseriousness. He's not ready to settle, like he's not ready to be married. I'm sorry, I just have to say it. He's not ready to be committed. That's the sign of unseriousness. Really. That's it. So the next point, if he doesn't use the word us, we, her, those kind of words, you may need to probably ask him if he's really ready to get married to you. Because really, it gets to a point in a relationship that unconsciously, because you guys are actually working towards getting married, unconsciously you just start using some words like, oh, our kids, when we get married, or our money. It just is, I don't know, it's a spontaneous thing. You say those things by reflex. You don't even think about it, because you know what, out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. So if truly in his heart he wants to get married to you, subconsciously those kind of words would definitely come out of his mouth, like, oh, we need to get a house, like, when our kids come, when we have children, like, he would just start using the word we, or her, or horse. But if he's like saying me, hi, my, or mine, those kind of words are like red flags or signs that he's not yet seeing you as a wife, really. Yeah, he may not just be seeing you as a wife. For some people, the guy might not just see anything wrong in saying those kind of words. So it might not be deliberate. It might not be deliberately saying those words to hurt you or to show that it's not serious. He might not just know that it's meant to like switch his words. Like it gets to a point in a relationship where you just kind of switch your words, that like you can't afford to say some things, and then at this point there are ways to say some things. So for some men, they actually do not know. So okay, so if you feel he's committed, he's a very serious guy, and it's someone that you look forward to getting married to, and he's really not saying those words, I think it's best you actually just ask him, like, you're only saying me, hi. Have you ever thought of including me in your conversation, something like that? So you might actually not know, but it's best to ask and be sure that he really doesn't know, rather than just assuming that, oh, he doesn't know, but hey, the guy actually knows what he's doing. So you really have to be careful. The next point is, if he doesn't call you, he doesn't make himself available. I know, see, whoever you love, you make time for the person. So I've come to realize that it's impossible for you to love someone or to be committed to someone, and then you find it difficult to make time for the person. So I remember in the early part of my relationship with my husband is not like the calling type. He would rather probably send you money, do stuffs for you. He's hands on. He likes doing things. So he would prefer doing things for me, taking care of me, giving me money, rather than calling. Then when we started dating, it wasn't like the calling type of person. And then it really got to me. I remember telling him over and over again, like, there's no way you would. And then he would always tell me he was busy, and truly he was busy, but I was also very busy. Like, and then I had to make it known to him that I'm as busy as you are. I work very hard. As a matter of fact, I'm not allowed to like make calls at work. Of course, the place where I was working at that point in time, it was not allowed. But then I would, you know what I would always do then? I would ask him, do you have time to eat when you're at work? Do you like spare time to eat? Do you spare time to go to the restroom, to the toilet? Or are you saying that all through your 8 hours shift at work, like working hours is 8 hours, right? Like 8 to 10 hours or whatever hours you spend at work. Do you want to tell me that you won't go to the toilet? Okay. Are you going to tell me that you won't eat all through your 8 hours or 10 hours at work? Like, do you want to tell me that you won't stretch your legs at some point, or you won't tell me that you work for the whole 10 hours? That's impossible. So if you have time to spare for food while you're eating, you could just pick up your phone, send me a text. Oh babe, I've been busy at work, I'm just checking up on you, hope you're fine, hope you're doing well, and you just want to check up on you, we'll talk later in the day. So I made him realize that I wanted that. So if you're in a relationship with a guy who is not doing that, yeah, you could actually tell him, like, oh, I think I want you to do all these things, but you're not doing all those things. So if after telling him, because some genuinely do not know that they're meant to be doing this, seriously, some just do not know. So if he's not doing all, he's not making himself available for you, like he's always saying, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. You cannot always be busy. That's the truth. You always make out time for people you love. That's the truth. Don't be deceived. So if it doesn't make out time for you, it doesn't call you, it doesn't send you messages, and then you've told him, you've made him realize that these are the things you would want, and he's still not adjusting, he's not making adjustments, that might just be a sign that he's not into you, or he's not ready to be committed to you. It's just simple. Last point, yeah, point number 10 is, if he's still very uptight with you, like you guys have been in a relationship for a while, maybe you've been dating for, let's say, 6 months, 1 year, or probably 2 years, or even more, and this guy is so very uptight, like he still doesn't play with you, like you guys don't play, you don't tease each other, he's still like forming official with you. Ah, seriously, that's a bad sign. That's a red flag. Because there's a point to get in a relationship, especially in a committed relationship, a relationship that will lead into marriage. There's a point to get to that you guys are like best of friends, like you tease each other, play with each other, abuse each other, make fun of each other, you even fart in the presence of each other. Yes. So if he's still very uptight, like still very very he's not ready to loosen up, that's just a sign that he's not ready for marriage, or he's not committed, or he's not into you. He's ready for marriage, but he's not ready he's not ready to be married to you. Seriously. So guys, I've mentioned 10 signs that he's not ready for marriage, or 10 signs that he's not committed, or 10 signs that he's not into you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.